Can you elaborate for us? So how exactly, how different do you mean? So you've given us a lot of detail about the whole long distance situation and how
Hmm.
the boundaries are important and things like that. And before I ask my question, I do like, because I love how very detailed you are and how you're illustrating it so nicely as well. So can you tell us a little bit about how different it is for, so you've talked to us about long distance. Tell us more about how it is with when the relationship is in the same space.
Well, how about I give myself as a as an
Okay, great. Yeah.
example? So I mean, I'm happily married now, but I was in a long distance relationship, and it, when they came to town, or when I, went to visit them, it was like Disneyland. We were so excited to see one another, and so it's like, oh my gosh, we only have like a week, or we only have 2 weeks. And
Oh.
then I'm not going to see this person for like 4 or 5 months. So you're trying to cram everything in. You're like just listening to, hanging on to that every word, because you're in person with this person. It's not, on Zoom or Skype or something, so you're just so in the moment of it all, and it's all exciting, right? But it's different in everyday life. Like, I'm not seeing you and how you maybe react when you have a really stressful day,
Mm.
or I'm not getting an opportunity to be around you on a consistent basis where I get to know your family, I get to know your friends, because, how, whatever, I guess, however we represent ourselves in different relationships, like with my family versus with my friends or with my coworkers. There is a difference there. I do believe that you should be authentic regardless, but there is a difference in how we represent ourselves in different spaces. And so when I'm in the same state with you, I can get more information on how, you respond, to certain things. That is really important when it comes to relationship. When we are in different states and then we just see each other when we get to see each other, I may not even get to meet your friends that often, because we're more focused on spending time together, because we know we have a very short period of time. Whereas if I'm in the same state, that pressure is not really there. And I'll tell you something that's really funny. So the person that I was dating that was in another state, when I would come to town, the house was immaculate. And I thought, wow, this is a clean guy. This is so great, because I love clean spaces. And I mean, I'm not OCD, but I do like to keep it clean and organized. I was like, wow, this is great. This is really a connection. And that wasn't so true, because he was hiring a maid to come, and let it be so spick and span like that, because he was hiring a maid. So it wasn't even absolutely true that this person really valued, being clean and organized and all of that. He was just doing that because he knew that it was important to me.
Mm.
And for me, that wasn't really being authentic. I love the gesture, but you were leading with a little bit of deception. See, if I'm in the same state with you, I'm visiting you more. If we're in a relationship as well, we're exclusive. Maybe I pop up and surprise you. I'm going to see, wait, hold on. Your house looks totally different that when you know I'm coming in, when you don't, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I guess that also leads to like expectations as well. So then because you've seen it in this light before, this is what you're expecting every time. And that's what you mean by deception.
Well, I think that not so much that I'm expecting every time, because everybody has an off day.
Mhm.
But I think the overall innate quality of who you really are, so the authenticity of you, yes, I am expecting that. I want you to, I think in this day and time, we want people to just be transparent and honest and vulnerable. Not saying that you're supposed to be vulnerable to everyone, because some people cannot, or do not have the capacity rather, to um, really treasure your vulnerability. But I think that that is something that we all want. We don't want any type of feeling of this is not real or fake. We want to feel like bad, good, indifferent, that this person is being honest with us. Because when you lie in a relationship, then you take the other person's choice away to make the decision that they would have made if they had all the information.